welcome to Clock Sports, your ultimate and number one sports show in the nation. I am Nanaya Asari. As always, it's a pleasure to come to your homes, to come on your phones, to come on your screens, to bring you the best in the world of sports. I know some of us have spent sleepless nights to make sure that things go on very, very well over here. And then, yes, we are still on. Apologies for the timing and all that. But we know that we are here and you're back in big time. Today, I'm really serenaded by sporting royalty, as I usually call them, the men who are indeed, when it comes to the world of sports in Ghana, they are up there, if not the very best. They are counted amongst them. I'm talking about Eric Odame. He's here with me as well. I'm talking about my usual partners in sports, Champion Benito, the champion of champions, and Isaac Oboku, a.k.a. the landlord of Ghana football. Guys,
Nana.
It's a beautiful, fantastic
by our standard.
Friday evening.
Yeah, fantastic by our standard. You know, today was exactly 1 week when we celebrated your birthday.
Yes.
Still you are celebrating because Wednesday you were not here. So, per my investigation, after you celebrated your birthday, Nyamana Uko injury, so you couldn't come.
Where is the
Okay, we'll get there.
Except Nami production.
Exactly.
Front of that.
But Benito did a fantastic job. I was
intro no Ori no say quality in quality. That substitution.
That was a bus. No, it's like a substitution, like taking Danny Alves out, bringing landlord in. Quality in, quality out.
Taking Danny Alves out, bringing Kafu in. Medical reviews. Landlord, I say, you know. But yes. Benito.
Chairman.
How is it going?
Yes, God is still the greatest.
That's the response I always want to hear.
I feel a bit tired, but for God and country, we must be here and do what we can do best. And so we are back again. In fact, you also welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm sure your absence from Wednesday's session has yielded an important result.
Yeah.
You all have felt it. Am I not lying?
Yeah.
Oh yes. We've really felt it, and we must say that it was good that you absent.
Yeah.
You were absent.
If you try to absent yourself so that Friday will get results like this, why not?
Eric, do you understand what they are talking about? I'm lost. It looks like both of us are the ones that are lost in this studio.
I don't even know what they are even saying.
You are the prodigal son.
All right, so we'll be going straight into the meat of things, and I'm talking about we are talking about all things football for now. We are going to delve into it, but before we actually start, let me just talk about one important story that has actually come up. Donald Trump has threatened to move the World Cup out of some cities, especially the Democratic-run cities at the moment. That the World Cup may not occur over there. When he sees that security is a major concern in those cities. Let me hear from you. Let me hear from your thoughts.
Yes, as usual, a very good evening to our cherished viewers, and we sincerely appreciate the effort and everything. World Cup 2026. Officially, the organizers have unveiled the 3 mascots, and I must say that it means that work is in progress.
Yeah.
We have barely less than a year to go, starting from June 2026. It more or less like major Ghanaian youth. It's our dream to witness such an occasion.
Yeah.
Most importantly, one, it is the greatest football event in the world of sports. That is being the World Cup. I've had the opportunity to cover an AFCON. So I'm yet to probably have the opportunity to cover a World Cup. Yes, and with respect to what President Donald Trump is saying or has issued, first thing is that does he has that power to do that thing, to effect that particular change? Is the first thing. I do not know from their political powers and other things, but being the president for United States of America, of which it is one of the major cities or countries hosting the 2026 World Cup, I've had the opportunity to read a lot more about his piece, and he stated clearly that about 11 cities, that has been his wish.
Yeah.
It includes Atlanta, Boston, Dallas, Houston, Los Angeles,
New York,
New Jersey, yes, Miami,
Seattle,
Philadelphia, San Francisco, and Seattle.
Yeah.
And with a little knowledge about these cities, irrespective of their democratic nature, Donald Trump is throwing light about how unsafe these cities are. One, it's a wake-up call for the organizers. Because even prior to the AFCON 2023, we heard a whole lot of stuff about situations or insecurities.
Yeah.
Yet the organizers were able to raise enough and adequate security personnel to, help raise men for their guidance and all these things.
Yeah.
And 2023 AFCON has been named as one of the best AFCONs witnessed in the history of African football.
Yeah.
So I believe that even though being the president for US has raised such concern perfectly, we can't begrudge him. But it should be a wake-up call for the organizers that if these are circumstances or things are showing that these cities are unsafe, what then do you do as a manager or as an organizer of the 2026 World Cup? Qatar did it excellently, and we've known the recognition they've gotten. So if you are USA, if you are Canada, you are Mexico, and I wouldn't want to say it's a good news for them to have this wake-up call. Because if you have about a year for a program and someone raises concerns of insecurity, you should be proactive and you should do something about it.
Yeah.
So I just take it from two sides of this issue. One, I do not know where the president is getting his info from. Secondly, if you are part of the organizers, it should be a wake-up call for you.
All right, so it should certainly be a wake-up call for the organizers. But a little background into the story, because some comments that we are hearing about it is that this may be a political move. Because when you look at cities like Seattle and San Francisco, in Ghana, just like we have the NPP and NDC, the NPP are the Democrats, if I can put it this way, and the NDC, which is in power right now, are the Republicans. But it's rather the opposite. But that, just for context sake, in Ghana, the Democrats are in the US, the Democrats are in opposition right now because the country is being run by the Republicans, which is Donald Trump's party. And when you look at the cities that he cited examples of, Seattle and San Francisco, these two cities are staged to host 6 matches at the upcoming World Cup. Los Angeles as well is seen to be more of a Democratic run than the Republican run state in the United States. So some people are saying that maybe it is politically inclined or in that direction, that he wants the World Cup to be moved to only Republican cities. Which will be also will have will be well equipped, if I can say, to host these matches. I don't know your thoughts on that one as well.
One thing I know is that football is different from politics. We should just have the establishment.
Yeah.
So I do not want to believe, anyways, it could be a factor. And we know these politicians, in whatever thing they do, they want to score political points.
Yeah.
And so, assuming without admitting that if what from the background story you're saying is something that holds water, it wouldn't be surprising because naturally it is how politicians behave. But here is the case, we are talking about football. We are not doing politics here. And football has nothing to do with politics. That should be the thing, that it is factual. And so we should just forget about these politics and political score and other stuff. From that angle, I do understand that in fact, about 5 or 6 of these 11 cities are predominantly ruled by these democrats. Yes. So, but my point is, we shouldn't be mingling politics with football.
All right, we shouldn't, I should say, be mingling politics with football. And that's moving on to our next point of discussion, which is about our own local club, Kumasi Asante Kotoko, landlord. Kumasi Asante Kotoko have actually left Ghana and are heading for Abeokuta in Nigeria, where they'll be playing Kwara United FC. So I want to hear your thoughts on that one.
Nana, thank you very much. Let's greet our people watching us live on Facebook and also Clock TV. We are always grateful. We want to apologize for not starting on time because the messages are is becoming so. Nana, how do you call it? Kotoko. I said it Wednesday when Benito was in your seat that I'm really disappointed in Kumasi as Santi Kotoko, and I will say it again, and I will even say it more. The reason I'm saying more is was it yesterday and I saw what the core people have said they are opening free gates to the game that they are playing against Kumasi and Santi Kotoko. So then it means there's going to be war on Sunday. The reason I'm saying this is we all say supporters do play 99.99% in winning matches. One, intimidation, they can intimidate you. We saw what happened between Ghana and Mali here. At halftime, I've never seen some before with our phone touch. I've never seen some before in my life. So for them opening the free gate, Nana, it means is the main business. But I told Benito yesterday, if Kotoko will play how they played last week Sunday at Accra Sports Stadium, and Coach Zito will talk to the defenders and the goalkeeper. I mean, Nana, this goalkeeper, I don't know. Kamara. Communication, Nana, is a very key point in football, especially defenders and your goalkeeper. At first, blaster, you say when the goalkeeper comes out, it's difficult for the goalkeeper to command the back four. But you could see that our new goalkeeper, the command. I just left Accra Sports Stadium before coming here. I went with Eric, and you could see the command from Benjamin Asari. So I don't know what is wrong with Kamara. So on Timini, Samba and Abora and communicate here because Nana, when we saw 3 goals now go for next year, almost like 3 or 4, 3 in every mistake from the goalkeeper and the defenders. So we just begging them. I know that when they qualify against WAC, it is going to be very difficult. But Nana, football has changed. Let's forget about the name WAC. Beat Kwa and move forward to and work for them. Then you do your proper preparation very well. You start planning. Fine. Kumasi is your home ground that you play to like comfortability. But you can't play it over there. You've been at Accra Sports Stadium for almost all your life. So you find ways and means and play over there. What not Accra Ashe for? Mama Abeti Mutre. And it's bad. So I'm just hoping. I told Benito say for Bibiani Go Stars there. Because of say because what I saw, but for Kotoko, I believe in them. Say they can do wonders. When they go out there, they should just play, have fun. Maybe Ukobo 1-1, you're okay. But if the team score you 1 goal, 4-4 away goal counts because CAF still work with away goal. So when they score you 1-0, you are out. So it's either Kotoko will get a 2-1 win or a 1-1 draw. But I'm just hoping that inshallah they just move forward and beat WAC because this North African phone and they are really worrying us. Any time. The last time we beat them massively was when I remember House of Folk beat them, but I remember Kotoko also beat 1 year. Yeah. But when they went there,
it was a different story. And
almost House of Folk also played 1-1, but when they got there within 5 minutes, 15 minutes, that
was Wydad Casablanca as well.
Within 15 minutes, House of Folk was down to 5 goals.
But let me come to you, Eric. Talking about Kotoko, and in his submission, he talked about the performance of their goalkeeper Kamara being able to command the back line. But another thing that we also saw about Kamara is that he has the physique for it. Exactly. He has the prowess for it. But then, can we say he has the technical know-how to be able to command that back four? Mind you, because Justice Blay, we also in his submission that when he said that famous expose on 10th July, that what he said about his own teammates and what's happening in the camp.
Now, first of all, I would disagree with what Landlord said concerning Kamara. It was the cause of the goals that the Nigerian people scored. I was at the stadium and I don't blame Kamara with the goal that he considered on that day. I blame some of the defenders because looking per what I saw, it wasn't a good setup for Kumasi and Kotoko to concede that 3 goals that they considered on Sunday. For you to allow your opponents to penetrate through your defense. Definitely, a goalkeeper is the last man in pole, and if people are able to beat for the two back, definitely you have no answer to whatever you're supposed to do in pole. So for that, I disagree with landlord. Let me come back to the game itself. It's got to the time when Kotoko were leading 4-2. There's something in football we call football management, or let me say football manage in
game management.
Game management, yeah. Because they do maybe Kotoko supposed to manage the game because before then it was 4-2, and I don't know what the coach told them because. Assume you say we leading 4-2 now, you wanted to go and add another goal. Definitely, sometimes you leave your back and the opponent take the advantage. So they went in for another goal and they take down on counter. Then they go the third goal. So going into the second leg, what I would tell, I know they can do it, but what I would tell them is they should very composed, they should calm down, they should relax. And I believe with there's no pressure on them, they can still deliver and qualify to the next stage.
All right, so let me quickly run through you guys. Do you think Kotoko will win this game?
Nana, for win the dear, I think I'll go for a draw.
A draw.
But I won't be surprised if Kotoko comes out.
Kotoko, Benito, Abiyokuta, Kotoko win, lose, draw?
Yes, when you go through the archives, Kotoko playing against Nigerian side, previously, it wasn't a tough game or tough test for Kotoko. But from the first leg, as Eric said, game management, that was their major problem. They couldn't manage the game very well. I still think that Kotoko can qualify at the expense of Kwara. Yes, we're talking about player to player. Only if they're able to manage the game very well, they can qualify. I see Kotoko winning in that particular game.
Okay, let me take
from a slim margin.
Let me take your scoreline predictions in this particular one. Kotoko, Kwara United, or Kwara United, Kotoko?
Yeah, and I think I'll go in 2-1 in favor of Kotoko.
2-1 in favor of Kotoko. Benito?
Yes, I share a similar sentiment.
2-1 in favor of Kotoko.
1-1.
1-1. Okay, so there you have it. Our scoreline predictions showing that both teams are going to score, but with Kotoko being maybe slight favourites. 2-1. That's according to Eric Odame and Champion Benito, the champion of champions. And we'll be moving on. But before we go on, we'll go for this short commercial break. We promise you that it's going to be very short. When we come back, we have more for you.
This is how we do. M-I-M-I, Divalish, a.k.a. You know the name?
Yes, deja vu, and we are back. We are back live, and we are still here on the nation's ultimate and #1 sports show. And I'm talking to champion of champions, Champion Benito, Eric Odame, and Isaac Opoku, aka the landlord of Ghana football. And we're just talking about Kotoko and Abiyokuta. We have the predictions, and then we said that Kotoko might maybe be slight favorite in this particular fixture. Is that due to a Ghanaian bias? I don't know, but that's what the sentiment is like over here in the studios. But now we'll be moving on to our next story, where we have UDS, who are playing in the World University Football Tournament and they met University of Granada in the semi-final, and it was a goalless draw in that particular game. They moved on, beat them 5-4 on penalties, and have progressed to the final of the World University Football Tournament, which is actually going on now in China.
Yes, and I had the opportunity to watch that particular game, and I must commend the players of UDS. They did really well. When if I have the opportunity to describe them by 2 words, one is they were very forceful and resilient. You could clearly see that they meant business. They were in for something great. Most importantly, during the penalty shootout, that wonderful save the goalkeeper did.
Yeah.
If you do not have that technique, it will be very difficult. Even though the player kicked it with all his power, yet the goalkeeper was right on the spot, and you could clearly see after saving that penalty. In fact, it was all joyful, and let's commend these players. They did very well. My hope and my belief is one, and it is very simple. After seeing this exploit, where do they go afterwards?
Can we integrate them in
That has been my problem.
these teams that we have,
Yes.
either
In fact,
locally or maybe in the national setup?
Yes. If for nothing, I know of David Abagna. He is a product of UDS.
Yeah.
Through his university time and other stuff, he had the opportunity to join RTU.
Yeah.
He had the opportunity.
But the
moved
same
on.
David Agbanya.
Yes, David Abagna. He joined Ashanti Gold.
Yeah.
And through that, he's now a foreign-based player, enjoying his wealth and stuff.
Yeah.
So after we've seen these quality performances from these boys,
Now that was the penalty save in
Yes,
the
yes.
just as you discussed.
exactly.
Yeah.
He had the direction very well and got it. You see the
Parried it
jubilation.
away, yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So it is as though we are having this particular problem. It is becoming a major canker. How to do proper transitions. So after watching this game, one thing I said to myself was, after these situations, what next? After this situation, what next? It will be very hard to see if, let's say, 2-3 of them rising
Be
to the
integrated.
apex.
Yeah, that's
Probably you get your medal or something to show off. That is all.
maybe clubs as well that are on show and shopping for players.
As of
outside
now,
there.
Menti BBR. That is why I'm using it for my analysis. As of now, I've not heard that Club A, Club B probably chasing 1 or 2 of these players. But then, and also it's in the pipeline. Let's wait and see.
Eric, have you followed this particular games, King?
Yeah, not really. I've not followed it, but sometimes, as Benito said, from here, what next? Yet group once like we don't have anybody here because we're grooming to the national team and answer visa. So we just left them. The talent and answer the kind of support we don't get it from them. Yeah, that's the little I can see.
Landlord.
Well, Nana, I was able to watch when you go to Twitter. I think because of these games, and we need to the more when you go the X, when I tap on it, you could see that.
Yeah.
I think I agree with Benito 100% for them saying it's what next. Now, if our people can bear with us, most of the time, the 2 of us, when we come and sit here, we talk about management and how to maintain these guys. For me, that is a key thing in my life. How to maintain. As a woman being, how to even maintain yourself is a very key thing. So now, look at our players playing in our national team. They are aging like fine wine. Omu Eji Koba. Very soon, Pate will not be fit to be playing the blaster again. Very soon, Mohamed Kudus, the Semenyos, and then those kind of stars. And look at the goalkeeper. When was the last time we went to a tournament? A Ghanaian team went to a tournament and we've seen the goalkeeper
Saving the penalty.
for a very long time. The last time I saw some was 2009 Egypt when we won the Under-20 World Cup.
Yes, and that one was not even because the goalkeeper saved the penalty. It was as a result of the
but
Brazilian player
Yes.
missing the penalty outrightly.
Yeah, so I think it was.
And the goalkeeper was Daniel Ajay.
Yeah, good. So then we need to pay more attention to them. I'm sure, say, social media has come to stay, and a lot of people have watched what they did today on social media. So I'm sure they will draw the sports minister and the GFA attention to it, so that we will pay more attention to it. As Benito said, product has come from this thing, so let's keep maintaining. We put proper measures in place. Transition. I'm yet to see a report or a proposal about this transition. From under 20, where are we going? From under 17, where are we going? From this tournament, where are we going? When we get a proposal, when we get a proper planning about these things, and we call ourselves a football nation, a football country, but there are certain things we do. We do, it doesn't seem like we are a football nation. So it's a very good call for them. They've been to the semi-final, so they are yet to go to the final. So congratulations to them, and I'm just hoping that the keeper will get a chance into these national teams in the movie.
All right. On the same topic, we have our Vice President, Her Excellency Nana Jane Opoku Ajiman, has come out on social media and has congratulated the team. He says, "Congratulations to UD, as the Vice President said. Your resilience, teamwork, and fighting spirits have brought pride to Ghana and Africa. One last step to glory. You have made us proud. Now go and make history." This is fresh off social media. It just was posted by Her Excellency via her X handle, that is on Twitter, as we usually call it. Benito.
Yes, it's basically same to what my descriptions were, describing them with the hard-fought spirit and the resilient spirit.
Yeah,
exactly so. And if you followed them from their preparations before they even jet off to China and other stuff, I knew definitely they would be bringing in glories, and we're just wishing them the best of luck in the final game. Finals are sometimes tricky. You can have the best of the tournament and yet probably have a bad final or something. So we're just wishing them the best of luck, and say Omoko Winia, give glory to Ghana and raises the flag of Ghana higher.
Raises indeed the flag of Ghana. Landlord, what do you make of the Vice President's comment?
It's great, Nana. If we live in a nation where the president and the vice and the cabinet are interested in our sporting activities, I think it's great. We've seen this government since they came into power. You could see clearly that the atmosphere in football has changed, and our vice president, our female first vice president, has also added some sugar to it. I think they are in a good cause. They are into the final, so I'm just hoping and praying they lift the trophy. I'm sure when they come back to Ghana, everything will be sorted out at the Jubilee House.
And now there's also another communique that's come out from the GFA. It's, Henry Asante Chum. Benito, I'm sure you know him. And this was he trying to clear the air about the amount that was allocated to the fueling cost. We said we were fueling the referee, the players,
the Black
Stars bus, fuel for Black Stars. Now that was the itemized thing on the budget, the estimated budget before it was scrapped out, and now the communications director Henry Asante Chum has come out to say that the fueling cost does not only is not only talking about fueling the Black Stars bus. He said no, but then when you have some of these matches, you get the referees, the match commissioners all coming in, and then you have to pick them from the airport. And picking them from the airport, you need to help them to go for their rounds. Sometimes you need to rent a Land Cruiser for them, which they'll be using to do their rounds. So this is the explanation he gave. Sometimes 4 foreign referees will come, and you have to give them a car that will be good enough to ferry them around, because when they come in, if they are staying for sometimes 4 days, they'll need to be going and be training, be doing conditioning and all that before the matches come up. And so this is his explanation. Eric, I'm sure you are listening to as well. Sure. This is his explanation that when he says fueling for Black Stars bus, these are all the components that go in. And mind you, the international break that we had when we are playing a game, usually the duration is not 4 days. I don't really know where this is actually coming from. When the referees come in, usually they come in a day before the match, or maybe sometimes 2. But I really want to understand this logic behind what he said.
And why? Okay. These whole situations, comes to bear, there's something we call effective communication. I'm sure that within the period in which the sports ministry made these situations public, Nanka from that angle, probably it would have ended all these brouhaha. But why wait till now? Why wait till this time? And now this I'm the moment you do that, it brings your explanations to public disrepute, because just calculate from which time the sports minister declared these situations. And now, personally, I've not spoken with him about this thing. But then, if what you're talking about is just something to just be used as a yardstick, I believe that with the Henry Combrabio. Yes.
Eric.
Now, we share the Henry Chum Asante Bekana. We say like Entoasu. Bekana say Entoasu because initially said Minister of Youth and Sport had a budget of $2 million. And ever two, right? Yeah. Now, Omar Shimaka say, okay, we'll bet me approve 1.3. Now later on, over catch and say this and that. Now, the end of the before we approve and that's the exactly date or exactly before the match. Next time, go to catch and say this and that. But your match, everything is gone, and you are now coming to tell us say this and that. And I say we say to us, I disagree with Harry Asante totally.
Landlord.
Well, Nana, I think my two senior colleagues have said it all, but for me, I think, sorry to say this, but I think the GFA almost pay attention too much. I want to say, guy, be a minute of years, so pay attention. So be a man attention. So why now? And Nana, as you read it, you said they want a Land Cruiser. Nana, I've not traveled outside to go and watch football before, but we have cars in this country can contain our refugees foreign. But I'm not sorry to use our station to do advert for any car company. 2M Express Koko. When we get a 2M Express, AC will blah. A very nice one, high cute. How many referees no more any which match commissioners no more? Now right now we don't need this thing in our country to come and explain say foreign the bus. No. When which team? Mali. When Mali came, Mali was sleeping just here. Hotel Newaye.
Alisa.
It's not even Alisa. Moving pick. So I'm sure the referees will be close. So picking referees from their hotels to stadium, Nana ain't do 15 minutes because for what I know in association football, say they are not supposed to even travel for long so that stress. So it's not even far. We don't need this thing now.
But they are also saying that they have to rent 4x4 Land Cruisers for the referees.
That's what I'm saying, sir. 2M Express, Ayoko Kumasi Kofojane can do this job for us. Nana, I don't know if you sat in that car before. How many referees are coming? Let's take the four of us. One will sit in front, others will be here, and one security man. It's a nice, cute car, can contain this there. Nana, I've rented cars and drive in town before. So they can't tell us, they want 4x4. Oh, they come a day before. So 4 days no catcher in there. We will not buy that for this. And then, my own issues, we don't need this thing right now. Next month, we have 2 crucial matches ahead of us. And then, so what study these people? Anytime there's a big tax ahead of us, nobody be biaba, nobody be creating attention.
And mind you, if with what I'm actually looking at, FIFA most of the time, often than not, I don't know the arrangements in there, but FIFA usually reimburses the host nation's FA for some of the expenses that they actually incur. And this particular referee expenses or the fuel cost was embedded in it when we were going away. And usually it is the away team that caters for
that cost,
the referee's expenses. Yes. So if that cost element is the same there and then what do you think Henry Asante Chum is trying to tell us?
Nana, that's it's all bound to say the one attention. We don't need this thing now. Because Benito said something. So when the sports ministry released the communique, you had the chance to also come on board and come and say, the more can say We've played 2 matches and gone. Today is the last Friday in September. Next week, we are entering into October. We have 2 crucial matches, one in Morocco, one in Accra. As I sit here, the reason why as I sit here, my travel is at stake if Black Star qualify. So I will not let you come and use your English and come and say so many things because now we've gone past this things. See a chim you don't call a chim for BM or we not come and tackle this issue. Now, right now our focus is beating Central African Republic at Morocco. Then Comoros, who has been a very dangerous team.
They are the only side to have beaten us.
They even beat us 3-2. I remember when the day you got a record in one of the AFCON.
In the AFCON 2020.
These are the preparation ahead of us. So we don't even need this explanation or demand. I will say it. They want attention as our brother in this house also want attention.
Eric, summarize on this particular one.
As landlord said, we don't need this like this moment. We don't need this kind of back and forth thing. We have crucial 2 matches ahead of us. We should focus and should make sure that we qualify for the World Cup. We want to go to the US. We are begging them, please. They shouldn't distract. They shouldn't like now back and forth thing. Emma, like the focus now. We want to qualify to the World Cup. It should be in vain. We all want to go to the US. So we are begging them. They should put a certain things in place and make sure that everything is order. Then that crucial Central Republic and just Comoros, we should win that crucial match. We are not going to, to say because we are leading 4-point or 5-point gap, so we just lose or we just need a draw, that kind of mathematics thing, we don't need it now. We just want to focus and make sure that we win the 2 matches and qualify to World Cup next year.
We just want to focus and make sure that we get to the World Cup, and I'm sure that's the same. You have the same sentiments you watching as mind you can still send in messages. 0500500421 is the number there. You can text us on WhatsApp and then also send us messages on our Facebook and YouTube feeds. We'll be kind enough to read them for you. We are streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube. When you go to Clock TV on Facebook and on YouTube, you'll be able to watch us live and in HD color. So yes, maybe we are climaxing the conversation with Ballon d'Or conversations. Recently, or just Monday, we saw Ousmane Dembele crowned as the new or the best player in the world, according to French football magazine's Ballon d'Or, which is the most prestigious award for players that play football globally. And Ousmane Dembele was crowned as the best footballer in the world globally. And now this is how the votes were. Shortly, let me just find out, were you surprised by the votes and Ousmane Dembele being crowned the best player in the world?
No. From the first day, in fact, right from the first day, I knew that he was going to be crowned as the new Ballon d'Or winner. Just that the only thing that surprised me was the points difference. Because comparing 1,380 points to 1,059, it means that the voters did it overwhelmingly. Lamine Yamal came nowhere near Ousmane Dembele's glory. We've seen from last season how Rodri and Vinicius Junior's race, it was very close. In fact, it has though in the last 15 years, we've had closest contest within the winner and the second place. Unlike just years or the latest edition. It tells me one thing, that Ousmane Dembele really worked very hard. The voters knew that he deserved it and they gave it to him. That was all.
But then let's look at the voting once again. Ousmane Dembele was number 1. Number 2 was Lamine Yamal, 1,059 points. And then we had Vitinha, number 3, 703 points. Mohamed Salah, the only African in the top 5, 657 points. Rafinha, 620 points. And then Achraf Hakimi, 484 points. This time around, we have 2 Africans in the top 10, which is actually good for African football. Achraf Hakimi, 484. Kylian Mbappe, 378 points. And Cole Palmer, 211 points. Gianluigi Donnarumma on 172 points. And Nuno Mendes on 171 points. But now let's talk about a player that was also in contention. Everyone was saying that Rafinha. When they talk about Barcelona, landlord, Rafinha was the best player for Barcelona. A lot of people actually say that because he had more goals and assists in the Champions League, more goals and assists in the local league, that's La Liga, than Lamine Yamal. Yet the Spanish favorite, the darling boy, was chosen ahead of him, landlord.
And I am proud to this Ballon d'Or. And I remember very well, I and Benny took him to City and said, it's all about a PR job. And then what I saw Barcelona did, me, I would say is that the reason why Lamine Yamal and maybe Rafinha couldn't win was this Inter player. Yes, when
Francisco Acevedo.
Yeah, he's the reason why Lamine Yamal and Rafinha couldn't win the Ballon d'Or because Barcelona connect stage now it could be a different story. But now I'm sure Rafinha has anger issues with him because he performed 68 goals and assist contribution last season.
Yeah,
which is a brilliant start. It's been a long time when Messi did 91 goals in a calendar year for FC Barcelona.
Yeah.
So the people that did the PR job for Lamine Yamal did a brilliant job. And for a young guy, 18 years, having this point at the second place, and you could see, okay, there's a bright future. The reason why the PR people did that great job for Lamine Yamal, so they thought so, in the age, they wanted to push him so that now in the history of Ballon d'Or, it has never happened before. If Covinia, because they will say so in the history of Ballon d'Or, the youngest player to win the Ballon d'Or at the age of this. So that's why they were pushing Lamine Yamal. And then you could see also clearly say it got to a time where Rafinha was declining and Lamine Yamal picked up. When he went to the national team, I remember I saw a tweet on X saying, let's decide the Ballon d'Or. It was France against Spain. And truly, Lamine Yamal beat France on that day. And we saw the goal that he scored. So now, I think but the Barcelona and the PR team was not fair to for Rafinha. I even have issues. I've not even seen Pedri in this almost like 1-2 when he be. Then at this Ballon d'Or, there's a question towards it. Quick one before we come in.
So who do you think Pedri should have been there ahead of? Let me just...
Kopama.
Okay.
Pedri got injured along the line.
Still.
No, he got injured. You can state it that he got injured along the line. He wasn't all that consistent, even though he was doing what. Even this current Barca team, I can tell Pedri is one of their darling boys.
Yeah.
You get it, but I wasn't like not on yourself like you should come between even the first 10 because along the line is so prior and he wasn't all that consistent. You get it. So the Ballon d'Or there, I think say the person who deserves is the person who won.
But there's a question. Now, quick one. Hakman Shafini,
Ashraf Hakimi.
That's why I call him Hakman Shafini. Shipla is my role model. So I was expecting him to be ahead of Rafinha and Mohamed Salah.
Why?
No.
When you watch the PSG team very well, it was 3 players in that PSG team that played very well for me. Their goalkeeper, Dembele, and Hakman. They did very
but no, you see, that's your opinion.
Yeah.
That's your opinion.
Yeah.
But me, I disagreed.
That's also your opinion.
Exactly.
So what? Let's reach a middle ground. Who do you think should have been in there? The players that were there are okay for you?
Yeah, even this guy Mendy also play integral part for PSG.
So Mendy was supposed to be ahead of Kopama. Nuno Mendes was supposed to be ahead of Kopama.
So the position...
Kopama also won the Club World Cup. That's what he would say. And he won the Europa League as well.
In fact, there's something these two gentlemen are getting it wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
The major criteria for this Ballon d'Or thing, first one is individual performance. Impressive and... Yes, impressive. You should be impressive and decisive. These were the technical words. 2 were your glories, trophies won. And 3, it was the fair play, your attitude on and off the field. Personally, I believe that the top 10 caught my attention, and whichever player that was within the top 10 deserved to be there. If these criteria are things that we are using it to judge all these players within the top 10, I have no qualms. From 1 to 10. Oma ye kani nyina no. Where the position bi obi adi bia no me jitum. I believe and think that Mohamed Salah Krampo should have been in the top 4. Yes.
He's there.
He was the 4th.
Yes. And so say yehune sa with the criteria. That is all. Obi anyone ma or sank obem outside these 10 players. Personally.
Banana fell on the ground.
Yeah.
Ousmane Dembele deserved to win.
For that one, the 100%.
Of course. His contribution, when he came to Barca, he was just like a rejected stone. Xavi didn't want him even at Barca. But when he went to PSG, he proved to people that without injury,
he's one of the best in the world, and he is the best in the world.
Making 15 assists and scoring 37 goals is so impressive. So he deserves it.
All right, and let me go on WhatsApp and look at some of the messages that we are getting. A lot of messages coming in at the moment. A lot of people keep sending us messages, and let me start with this one. This one says, "Good evening, and kudos to CLOGSPORTS for bringing us up to speed with the world of sports." This is Emmanuel here. This is Emmanuel that's sending us this particular message. Thank you very much, Emmanuel. As always, we like to bring you the best in the world of sports. This is also coming from, please add your name when you send the text. This is coming from Ejewa Blessing. She says that Atacho. And once again, we've had amazing time with CLOGSPORTS. Keep up the good work, guys. Big ups to the Soutum Dialos and your sound and camera guys. Good work, guys. This is what this one is saying. This one says that NY, shout outs to your producer, he's doing amazingly well. I don't know where these messages are coming from. Then let me just go on to this one. This is Prosper from Budumburam. Says that Koko all the way. And Banti B TV is also watching us. He says, yo, my guy, greetings and well done watching you.
Banti the B
from UK. This one says that I'm Peter watching from Asham, and Rafinha's injury caused Yamal to surpass him. Kwame from Techiman says that you guys are doing awesome. This one also says that Ima from Newtown. He says greetings to Eric. This is from Ima from Newtown. This one says that wow, Dembele gave a gap. People thought it would be close. This is Abe from Kumasi. A lot of messages coming in. Rafinha just getting 620 votes. 20 points is a joke. He was Barca's best player last season. 57 games, that is 34 goals, 22 assists. Dembele's season and trophies made him the rightful Ballon d'Or winner, but Rafinha deserved at least second or third minimum. This is coming from Holy Boy Soutum. This one says that make Asanteman proud. This is Kwame from Medina. We wish Kotoko all the best of luck, I should say. This is from Tola from Asufam. Biggest Kotoko fan here. Asante Kotoko is winning on Sunday. We are supporting them from Ghana. A lot of messages keep coming in. This one also says, good evening. Why was the criteria for the Ballon d'Or followed from the men but not for the women Ballon d'Or? Charles in Legon. The women Ballon d'Or, once again, Aitana Bonmati was the winner. But a lot of people say that Mariona Caldente deserved it. She won the Champions League for the women for Arsenal. At least, or Alessia Russo as well should have also deserved it. One of the top goal scorers in England, won the English, was part of the Arsenal side that would finish second in the English Women's Super League. Also won the Champions League for the women in England, won the Euros for the women, and she was surpassed in all of this.
All these situations raises eyebrows, and then the questions aspect landlord raised. But all in all, one thing people should know and understand that when we're talking about elections or voting, you have to have a wonderful PR. If your image is propelled higher, possibility of you winning that particular category or something becomes or comes to play. And so, irrespective of all these glories you talked about, most especially Arsenal women winning the best female team within that
should have at least brought the best female.
Yes,
but because even with Barca women, Barca Femeni, their best player in that season was not Aitana Bonmati. It was Alexia Putellas. So why was she surpassed, overlooked, and then that was given to Aitana Bonmati. That is where the issues of eyebrows are being raised. Because what else must another player to do to win this award? That is not Aitana Bonmati. They made her be the first woman to win the Women Ballon d'Or 3 times in a row. But that's another thing that we have to talk about. This is coming from Yao. And Yao, thank you very much for your message. That is, now let's go to the Premier League, and then tomorrow let's look at the fixtures. They should be on your screen by now. And then we have Brentford versus Manchester United, early kickoff tomorrow. Early kickoff usually comes with upsets. We'll be thinking about that. And then we have Chelsea versus Brighton and Hove Albion. João Pedro going back to his former club, or his former club coming to visit him at his new home. That is Crystal Palace versus Liverpool. That's also another interesting fixture there. Maguire and his transfer deadline day failed move to Liverpool. He'll be facing off against Liverpool. Leeds United versus AFC Bournemouth. Manchester City versus Burnley. Nottingham Forest versus Sunderland. That's an interesting one as well. And Tottenham Hotspurs versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. These are the fixtures. And then on Sunday, that is, we have Aston Villa playing against Fulham. That's going to be very, very interesting there. Aston Villa, Fulham. Aston Villa have not been on such a great form this time around. Fulham have been blowing hot and cold. And then to be crowning it up on Sunday evening when Newcastle face off against the Arsenal at St. James's Park. That's going to be an interesting one. Everton are on some form, I should say, because they are not. They are up and thereabouts when it comes to the Premier League, and then they are playing against West Ham. They'll be playing against them at the Goodison Park. These are interesting fixtures there. Eric, let me have your thoughts on the one you are watching out for.
So I'll go in for Tottenham Wolves. Yeah, because Tottenham is my club in. Yes. Not because Kudus coming on Tottenham or something like that. No. I love Tottenham, and that's my favorite team.
Interesting there. Then I don't think we should be on the same wavelength because we support rival clubs. And then, Landlord, let me hear your thoughts on this one.
For I Benito, we don't support any team in England. So when we get to our teams, we'll fight. I think I'll go in for the Arsenal-Newcastle game. Nana, last week I was able to watch Arsenal and Man City. But because of what Pep Guardiola did, Arsenal one goal in the share because of some of his changes was very bad. We're just hoping and praying say Arsenal will lift this year EPL, but what I'm seeing and it will be very difficult for them. People are saying say early days yet. And they have a good striker, but the problem is why they born a striker and a share. Interesting there.
We'll end on that particular point. Let me ask you guys to actually summarize. And then there's a message that has come in from Jima. Jima OA says that, hi, Rafinha doesn't deserve number 5, but number 2. More messages are coming in, but I don't want to actually talk about them. On this note, because our time is fast spent, let's just summarize within the next minute. So your last words. I'll start with you, Eric.
Okay. Tomorrow is Saturday. And as Landlord will say, boys were sitting. But my team, Accra New Era, is a Division 2 club. God willing, next week, Saturday, we are starting the season. So, Nana, last time I was here and I told you that I want you people to support. And I'm still keep reminding you guys.
Did you win that game?
No, we couldn't qualify from the group stage.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the Super Cup. But
you played the Super Cup.
We played the Super Cup, but we couldn't qualify from our group. Yeah.
Better luck next time. So you'd have to come and purchase some of us because
I will come.
If I'm standing in the middle of the pitch for you, you have your problem.
I will come. The season is starting, God willing, next Saturday, and I'm inviting Benito, Landlord, and
we'll come around. We'll come around.
Yes, we usually play our home at Alajo and Showtime, so I'm inviting you guys to come and watch.
Okay, interesting man. Benito.
Yes, we're coming back on Monday. Yes. So Yensha on Monday.
Yensha Monday. Landlord.
Well, so I just got a message all the way from Winneba. I'll call Cape Coast. They are watching this live. So the Winneba people, thank you for watching. And today is Friday, the last Friday of the month of September. The loyalty barriers will meet in our usual location. Jello, we love you.
All right, and we'll close on this particular note. This was coming from Yao Lincoln from Samuel Lake Road, Kumasi. Phobia made me happy today. Hala Phobia. Please update me today's matches. It was Phobia 1-11-1-0 when it comes to the Ghana Premier League. That was all the match that was played. And then tomorrow as well, we'll be bringing you results. Tomorrow, Adriana will be playing Sweden All Blacks. That is, unfortunately, time is fast spent, and this is how we wrap up sports on CLOGSPORTS, your ultimate #1 sports show in the nation. My name is Nanaya Asari. As always, it's a pleasure to come to your homes, to come on your screens, to bring you the best in the world of sports. Arrivederci.